What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. We are here to talk a little bit about learning how to believe in yourself and self confidence. Um, we also talk a lot about good vibes in this channel and what it takes to have a good day, steps you need to take to reassure that you are having a good day. Um, One thing I have said a million times is start your day by writing 5 good affirmations about yourself, which is 5 good things you see about yourself, and 5 things that you're grateful for. That by itself. What's up, Ian? That right there will change the trajectory of your day. Just trying to find something positive throughout the day. Adventures, adventure awaits. Hi, thank you for coming in. Ian, thank you for coming in. Uh, we are out here talking about well, one it says, as you seen the title of the video, it says believe in yourself. The reason why it's titled that way is I believe that a lot of the people out here that have been through trauma in their lives and have go through things daily that are traumatic, um, or people that have just gotten out of a traumatic situation, whether it be a relationship or whatever it may be, um, or whether it's just an abusive person telling you that you're not good enough, whether it's um, your friends telling you're not good enough, doubting you, um, and all that is good and well, and that's what it's about. Is you're gonna have people that doubt you throughout your life. It's about believing in yourself. If you can believe in yourself, you're gonna go farther than you realize. Everybody, please like the life. Um, if you learn to believe in yourself and believe that you deserve good things, and what's up, Ellis? Thank you. And see, it's things like that, buddy. That Ian, it's one of those things that just that by itself, it can having somebody die like that, um, can be detrimental to you because um, you're allowing it to. I don't. I mean, JJ, that is it. I mean, for you, if that's the thing, that's for you. I don't. I'm not religious. Not Alice. Ellis. Um, hey, Spidey. Thank you for coming in. Um, But the thing is, so like a traumatic experience, as in like, okay, you lost your grandma. I was about your age when I lost my grandma, so I understand where you're coming from. Um, Even throughout your day, when you're thinking about your grandma, think about think about positive things throughout your day. Something positive that can help you get through your day. Um, no, Ian, it's that's what this channel is about. This channel is about um, because I've been through losing a leg, I've been through losing family members, friends, born with a disability, was a drug addict, so I've been through a lot of things, and so I've learned through those things to find something, whether it's just a little thing that makes you happy throughout your day. Hi, Crystal. Whether it's just something small that you find throughout your day to boost your happiness and make you feel better. And it could be something small. Um, it could be as small as something like somebody tells you to have a good day, or somebody says hi to you. Um, yes, I do, Crystal. Um, I'm I'm guard. Hi, thank you for coming in. Yeah, like I said, no offense, JJ, but I don't believe in God, and that's you're 100%. I don't disrespect anybody's beliefs or anything. You have the right to believe whatever you want. Um, so you can't. I don't think you can donate on here because it's YouTube. I don't know how that works. Um, honestly, I'm not really sure if you can do that on here or not. And to be honest, I'm Guard. I am not actually doing this for money. All right. Ian, have a great day. I hope you feel better. If you need somebody to talk to, Ian, this channel is a good place to go. Um, we are loving here. We will sit and talk to you. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate you. We're on. I go live pretty much every day at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Um, and this channel, like I said, it's about building people up, telling my story to where people can relate to my story, and so that way they don't feel so alone, or they don't feel like they have they don't have somebody there. Yes, that's the thing is, and that's what I said. If you believe in Jesus, that's cool. I respect that. Um, because it's at the end of the day, regardless of what I feel, your beliefs are your beliefs, and as long as it's not beliefs that are detrimental to you, I have nothing against that. Um, as long as what you believe in isn't dragging you down at the end of the day, then more power to you. I respect that 100%. I have nothing but love and respect and appreciation for everybody's beliefs, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're Christian, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Jewish, whether you're agnostic. Um, at the end of the day, to me, it doesn't matter what you are, what you believe in. You are more than welcome in this channel. You're more welcome to be part of this channel and be part of our community. Um, you are more than welcome to reach out to me and speak to me. Um, also, if anybody in here wants to, I have a Discord. It's down in my bio. Um, you can join Discord, and we do talk a lot. Like I have like 7 or 8 subscribers in there now, and we just talk amongst ourselves. It's a safe place where you can go and reach out to me. You can reach out to me and talk to me on my Discord, just like you can talk to me on here. But my Discord is like no matter what throughout my day, I see the messages in Discord. I see what they say, and I respond to my Discord. Um, Ellis can tell you that she's in my Discord, and it's not my Discord. Honestly, it's our Discord. The Discord is about us having a safe place where we can go and talk to people that have been through similar struggles as us. I'm trying to build this family and this community into something where every one of us knows that in that community, in my Discord, that you can reach out and you can have a conversation with somebody that has been through the struggles that you've been through. Maybe not exactly the same struggles you've been through, but similar struggles. So that way you don't feel so alone throughout your struggles. And I will always, if you respond to me or if you put a comment out to me, whether it's on here or whether you make a comment to me on Discord and you need to talk to me, we can message back and forth on Discord. There's a way on Discord where you can privately message just me if you need to talk to me. Um, and I will respond. I will answer you. If you're going through some kind of crisis, you can call me. Like Discord has a calling feature, and you can call and you can talk to me personally on Discord. It's up to you. but I am always willing to reach out and have a conversation with you if you need it. Discord is a very good place to do that. So if you want to join my Discord, it's in the bio. Like I said, you can reach out to me anytime on Discord, and I will respond to you. There's calling on Discord. You can call me on Discord if you need somebody to talk to. Um, or if you want somebody to listen to your story and sit down and actually, you know, let you tell your story to me and then talk to you through it. Um, and that's the one thing about this channel. It's 100% about positivity. It's about good vibes. It's about bringing people up and being able to um, relate to people and make a difference in people's lives. That's what this channel is about. Um, See, JJ, you're fine to believe what you believe, but you can't push it on other people. And that's just because, like, people are allowed. I mean, people can believe whatever they want. Um, but that's the other thing. Like, so another reason why I say anybody can believe what they want. So you got to look at it like this, okay? Nobody's opinion about you matters to you. It shouldn't matter to you, because at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, nobody's opinion is your business. Like, what my opinion about you is none of your business, because you don't have the time to worry about what I think. It's one of those things that you have to learn to ignore what everybody else thinks and just move forward and keep doing what you need to do and what makes you happy. As long as you're doing something throughout your day to make yourself happy, and not just throughout one day, your whole life. If you are finding things throughout your life that make you happy, you will have no reason to be angry. You'll have no reason to be pissed off. You'll have no reason to be, depressed, because you found things that have makes you happy. Um, and that's what I try to focus on throughout my day, is finding things that make me happy, like doing this YouTube stuff. Finding YouTube and starting to do what I do on YouTube has made a difference in my life 100%, because I can reach out to people like all you guys, and I can have a real conversation with you guys, an intelligent conversation with you guys about struggling through life, whether it's depression, drug addiction, whether you have a disability, mentally or physically, uh, whether you have been bullied throughout your life, whether you've had sexual bad things happen to you throughout your life. That's what this channel is about, is having people that you can reach out to when you need them, and they reach back out to you and are there for you. It's a support system. That's what this channel is. It's a support system of people that just need someone to be there, not necessarily somebody to give them advice or whatever, but somebody there that'll just keep their mouth shut and listen. Um, and I'm willing to do those things. Or whether you're somebody who needs advice, um, I'm willing to give you my advice on things. Um, Whether you need somebody to boost you up in your day, I'm willing to do that. I can give you a positive word, and try to make you feel a little better throughout your day, whether it's just me telling you that I love you as my subscriber, or whether it's me telling you that things do get better. I know, and I know that right there, people telling you that things will get better. Um, it's such a cliche thing, but it's true. I've been through being born with a disability. I lost a leg. Um, I've been through a lot. I've been through drug addiction. My having family members die. Um, I've been through a lot, We'll just put it that way. I've had relationships go to shambles. People cheat on me. People disrespect me. I was bullied throughout my life because I walk different than everybody else. Hold on, guys. We gotta wait for this fucking moron to go. Bye. Because for some reason he felt the need to come over here and do this right while I'm doing this. Fucking idiot. That's not true. No offense, JJ, but what you're saying is 100% not true. Life is about being happy. If you are not happy throughout your life, you're going to be miserable. Again, if you want to be a God believer, that's fine. You do that. But we do not push that kind of thing on this channel. We do not try to make people believe anything. Um, so please do not do that. Um, and I'm not telling you not to believe in what you believe in, but please do not push that on people on my channel because I do not like that. Because there's people that don't want to believe in God they don't have to believe in God to be happy. Um, Happiness is a very big part of life, and if you can't find happiness, then your life is going to be miserable. If God is what makes you happy, then that's fine. If God is what makes you feel better throughout your day, that's fine. But we do not push religion on this channel on people. Um, just not what we do over here. Over here, it is about being happy and positive vibes and learning how to live happy. And that's fine. That's cool that you believe in that. You have the right to believe in whatever you want. Ben Starbich, Strivich. I don't know how to say your name. You can believe in jihad. You can believe in God. You can believe in Buddha. You can believe in uh, whatever. It don't matter. Whatever you believe in. Yeah, you gotta. I try my best to make sure I'm saying people's name right because I don't want to be. I don't want to offend anybody. Let's put it that way. And if I say your name wrong and offend you, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. So I try to work it out to where I can figure it out. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta pee real quick. So I'll be right back. Take care, Ben. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. back now. Sorry. You take care too, Ben. I appreciate you for coming in. Sorry if that fucking leaf blower is hot or loud. There's a guy using a leaf blower on the pathway. So I had to. You guys probably heard all of that. Yep, carry on. Keep going. You are not welcome here. Not you guys, sorry. I was talking to somebody riding by. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Please like the live if you can. We're here talking about positivity, um, believing in yourself, learning how to believe in yourself, what it entails. Because I know a lot of times it's not easy to believe in yourself. Sometimes no matter what happens, no matter how hard you work, um, it's hard as fuck to believe in yourself, and it's a lot of that is because people have told you negative things about you your whole life. People have not pushed you and motivated you to do the best you can. People have told you can't do things. People have told you, "Oh, you're not good enough for this, or you're not good enough to do this, or whatever." You spend your life being told you're not good enough, so you start to believe that, and then you start to give up because you don't think you're good enough. And at the end of the day, you need to learn how to believe in yourself, regardless of what anybody else says to you. You have to learn how to believe in yourself. It's not about whether anybody else believes in you or not. Fuck what everybody else thinks. It's about believing in yourself. If you can manage to believe in yourself, that's all that matters. As long as you can do your thing and believe in yourself, that's what matters. Finding happiness in your own way is what matters. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. I gotta respond to a comment. Damn, I got a lot of fucking comments on this one. What the hell? Why won't it? Oh, never mind. Apparently won't let me do it. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and put this back over here. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, I know that when you've been through a lot of things in your life, that it's hard to believe in yourself because life's beating you down so much that it's beating you down to a point of where you don't believe in yourself. And I know that's hard. That's a hard cycle to break after people have beaten you down for so long in your life that they've automatically made you believe that no matter what, you're not good enough, and that's just not the case. You can do anything you want. Um, there's nothing in this world that can stop you except for you. You're the only person that can stop you from succeeding. Nobody else can stop you from succeeding. Um, whether you're in a bad situation right now or not, like I'm in a homeless shelter, but um, as you guys can see, I come up here and I do these videos every day. I push myself to do everything I do throughout my day, whether it be going to my classes or whatever it is. I push myself to continue doing the good things that I do. Um, a lot of my life right now is coming out here on YouTube and talking people through whether it's addiction, whether it's depression, whether it's not believing in yourself. Uh, no matter what the case is, at the end of the day, if you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. There's nothing in this world that can stop you from believing in yourself except for you. Just because you fail or fall down or falter or whatever you want to call it, um, Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm glad that you love Jesus. That's cool. I'm not really a religious person, uh, but no, this channel is about learning how to love yourself and learning how to um, figure out how to work through days that you have bad days. Because a lot of times you have a bad day, or you wake up and the day just feels shitty. But if you focus and you work it in your mind to believe that the day's just not going to just be a shitty day, if you can, if you can convince yourself that you are going to have a good day, then I can promise you that your day will be good. If you're always thinking your life is going to be negative, you're going to have negative ass life. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, it's one of those things that you got to learn to love yourself. And that's one thing I found I've watched people do many times in my life. Instead of finding finding the way to love yourself, people spend so much time trying to love everybody else around them. But you have to learn to love yourself first before you can love anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fact. If you get up in the morning and you write 5 good affirmations about yourself, those 5 things are going to be in your mind all day, constantly, because you wrote those affirmations down. So then when something bad happens throughout your day, or somebody says something stupid, or whatever it is, at the end of the day, if they make you have a bad day, which one thing I will say, nobody can make you have a bad day. It is your choice whether you have a shitty day or not. Um, but if somehow somebody does make it to where you have a shitty day, and you wrote those 5 affirmations during the morning and put it on your pillow, as soon as you come home, you're gonna see that piece of paper on your pillow, and you're automatically gonna remember those 5 good things you wrote about yourself. And it's gonna change it. It's gonna make it to where your day's not shitty because you took the time to stop and think about positive things. Um, a lot of the things that throughout your life is about the mindset. If you have a good mindset, good things are going to come your way. If you have a shitty mindset, shitty things are going to come your way. If you're always walking around pissed off all the time, nothing good is going to happen to you. You're going to just have shitty days. Um, and nobody wants that. You don't want to have a shitty day. Nobody just gets up and decides, hey, I want to have a fucked up day. Um, so it's about finding things that throughout your day you can look back on and change the thought. Because that's the thing. It's about changing the thought process in your mind. Uh, and I know that's not easy to do all the time. Like it's really not. It's really hard to trick your mind and make your mind believe that you're having a good day. Um, a lot of good things could happen throughout your day, and one bad thing happened, and it ruins your whole day. Um, and that's the part that it's hard to work through is something bad happens to you throughout your day, and you just automatically give it the power to ruin your day. Um, and it's about, like I said, nobody's opinion, whether somebody voices out their opinion about you, at the end of the day, it's really none of your business what everybody else thinks about you, because who gives a fuck? What is the point of caring what everybody else thinks? It's about what you think about yourself. And if you can get yourself in a good mindset of where you think good things about yourself, it'll change your life. And that's the way I try to live. If you guys would have met me a year ago, you would have been like, "What the fuck? This guy's an asshole." But I've changed that about myself because I don't want to be looked at as some dude that's just a dickhead, um, or somebody that's just angry all the time. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be pissed off all the time. You don't want to be miserable all the time. You don't want to think that you're not good enough all the time, because all those thoughts are just thoughts. Um, and if you're an addict who's beating themselves down, it's going to take a lot more work to fucking build yourself back up, because through your addiction you've beaten yourself down so much that you've made yourself believe all these bad things about yourself. And so it takes work to change that mindset. It does. It takes a lot of effort to change your shitty mindset, if you have one. I mean, um, it takes some time and it takes some work. Like I said, if you would have met me a year ago, you would probably wouldn't be a subscriber of mine, because I used to be an asshole. Om Salu Sa- Sahu. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Please like the live. Anybody that's in here, please do me a favor and like the live. It helps my channel reach more people, and it makes it to where. Thank you for coming in. Please like the live, and thank you for letting me know where you're from. Um, but no, I need people to like this live. I need people to subscribe. I need people to share these videos that I make, um, so that what I'm trying to do, which is trying to help people and trying to, be a support system for people and be somebody that you guys can relate to through your problems. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. If you can, like the live for me too. Um, it's the little heart button on there. But that's what this whole channel is about. It's about, listen to what? But at the end of the day, the point of this channel is to build a family and a support system for everybody in this family. Um, just like I have a Discord. I am from Boise, Idaho. I mean, sorry, I'm actually from Baker City, Oregon, but I currently live in Boise, Idaho. But like I said, a lot of this is me trying to build a channel that can be a support for thousands of people. Thank you for saying. Let me know where you're from. Um, but if we build this and we share this channel to people, it'll be able to reach more people, and I will be able to connect with more people that have addiction problems or depression problems, or people that are just not happy. Does it, whatever it is. Night occur now at India? Are you saying it's nighttime there? I'm assuming that's what you meant. It's nighttime in India. But no, like I said, this channel is about building a community where we can reach people that need advice, need somebody who's been through drug addiction, need somebody who's been through depression, need somebody who's been down and who's suicidal. Um, like I've been through all these things. I've been through suicidal shit. I've been through depression. I've been through drug addiction. I've been through being born with a disability, losing my leg. Um, all these things that I've been through, and this channel is about me using those things to be able to help other people. And if I can help somebody by speaking about the things that I've been through, I'm 100% down with that. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to reach people and support people and help people and be a crutch for people that need it. Um, this channel is about me being somebody who can relate to your problems and help you through those problems. Not only that, I want to be somebody who is a influential human being for people with struggles. Um, and so the people that come in and they listen to this channel and they actually get something out of this channel, that's why I do this. I don't do this for to be famous. I don't do this to make money. I don't do this for anything other than trying to help people. Um, and it's helping people through talking to them, listening to them, just in general being there for them. And we have a Discord for that too. If you want to reach out to me on Discord, it's in my bio. And that's what this channel is about. It's about people being able to ask for help and reach out to me and talk to me and having a legit conversation and know that I'm going to be 100% authentic with you. 100% of the time, I'm going to be authentic with you. I'm never going to lie to you guys. Um, I'm never going to tell you anything that's false. Anything that I tell you has come from experience, not from just telling you a story. I've been through depression. I've been through suicidal thoughts. Um, I've been through the fact that I'm bipolar schizophrenic. Uh, I've been through being born with a disability, losing a leg, being moved away from my hometown because I was a drug addict and couldn't manage to keep it together. And now I'm 2 years sober. Sorry, guys. These guys are running a machine over here. So it's kind of loud. They're going to move the truck right now, I think so. They're running a cement truck right now. Now they're not. They stopped. But no, this channel is, like I said, it's about being a supportive person for people to reach out to and having a legit conversation with, um, and be able to feel like somebody can relate to them and not feel so alone. What's up? Thank you for coming in. We're just over here fucking bullshitting, having a good time, hanging out, talking about drug addiction, talking about depression, talking about happiness, and how to learn to believe in yourself. And that's one thing that I want people. If you get something out of this channel, it's I want you to get that you can. If you get anything out of this channel, it's I hope that it's that you learn to believe in yourself and love yourself the way you are, and not try to change yourself for other people. This channel is about finding positivity and peace. It's about learning how to believe in yourself. It's about talking about your struggles. We probably won't be on live for too long. I still have some short videos to post up. Sorry, guys. Got this cement truck. But anyways, I will probably be jumping off here pretty quick. Anyways, since we really don't have too many people in here. But for anybody looking for a good channel that is a support channel and a place of people who need support and need people to talk to. It's about, like I said, learning how to be positive and learning how to love yourself, learning how to not allow other people to steal your energy. Because I know that a lot of times people, like even me, I used to be this guy that somebody would say something stupid and I'd let it steal my energy and I would let it piss me off and I would fire off on them and be an asshole. And I've changed that. I've changed to where if somebody says something negative about me or to me, I just look at it as that person's going through something that made them feel that way and make them feel that they had the right to say some shit like that. Um, it's about not always looking at, oh, poor me, somebody said something bad to me. It's about looking at why did this person say something bad to me? Why was this person in that mindset to where they felt they needed to say a negative thing to me? Um, and I'm not saying you should just let everybody disrespect you or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. Don't let people disrespect you. Don't let people bring you down. What's up? I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for tuning in. We are just here talking about positivity and believing in yourself. Apparently, loud noises. Apparently, we're being loud today. What's up? I hope you're having a good day. What's up, y'all? Thank you for coming in. Please like the live. Or not. Fuck off then. Please, somebody, please, people, if you come in here, please like the live. We're trying to reach more people and bring more positivity to people and teach people how to be happier. Please like the live if you're coming in. Um, if you're an addict or somebody who fights through depression or sadness or whatever it is, this is the channel for you because we talk a lot about positivity and learn how to change negative situations into positive situations. Um, we talk about how to love yourself. Why does nobody ever stick around to actually have a real conversation? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate everybody who comes in and likes the live. It helps the channel grow and helps us find more people like us. Hopefully someday I'll get this channel up to fucking 1 million subscribers, but or 100,000 subscribers at least. My goal is to get up to at least 100,000 subscribers. If you're coming in, please like the live. I would appreciate it very much. It helps the channel grow and helps us find more people who need help or people that have been through similar things. you're coming in, please like the live. Helps the channel grow. Helps us find more people who are fighting through struggles in their life. Makes it to where we can actually maybe save somebody's life. Apparently, none of you people care about saving people's lives, but it's a lot of what this channel is about, is helping people that are fighting through struggles so that they don't lose their life. Because a lot of times, if you're fighting through struggles and nobody's there to help you, you end up losing your life. And we don't want that here. No appreciation at all. Bunch of schmucks. People who come in here and leave are a bunch of schmucks. So if you come in here and leave, just know you suck. Unless you have a good reason to leave. Yep, somebody's here, bud. Yeah, carry on. Stupid ass fisher people. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Please like and share the live, or leave, whatever. Fuck off, dickhole. This will be a lot easier when I get my new place. I can stream on live and it'd be a lot better. A lot of people have told me that they think this is a green screen, but it's not. If you look around, it's definitely not. Definitely not a green screen. What's up, guys? Hope you're all having a good day. Please like the live. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a lot of what we do on this channel, is we come out here and we find beautiful places like this to hang out and have conversations with the subscribers and the followers and everybody. This channel is a lot about positivity, finding peace in places like this. Um, it's a lot of what, like, talking about people with drug addiction or depression problems, or just people that have had trauma in their life. Um, we come out here and I talk to people about that stuff because I've been through addiction. I lost a leg. I have a disability. I've been through a lot, and so this channel is a lot about being able to reach people that need the help and need guidance, or just need somebody to listen to them, or somebody to talk to. Um, we also have a Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's in my bio. You're more than welcome to join. It's just a bunch of people that have been through struggles that you can reach out to, and will talk to you. We do a lot of goofy stuff on there, like I'll post those gift things. Um, but you can go on there and have like a real conversation with me, and you know that I'm never gonna lie on this channel. First of all, I want everybody to understand that there's nothing that I tell you on this channel that is not 100% true. Like when I talk about my drug addiction, I'm very raw and authentic about it. I don't sugarcoat things. Um, when I talk about losing my leg, I'm 100% authentic about it. Um, my drug addiction, like I said, losing a leg, my disability, um, my depression, my suicidal um, phase that I went through, because I went through a phase of being very suicidal because I was born with a disability and I believed I was a freak. I believed I wasn't good enough. I believed that I didn't deserve to be born the way I was born, um, which now I embrace it. I embrace the fact that I was born different than everybody else, because it gives me a chance, an opportunity to share my story with people. Yeah, and that's my thing, is I'm trying to use my story to reach people who need it, and reach people who otherwise would not have had somebody who could help them. I appreciate you more than you know. Um, and that's one thing I tell people, like every single one of us, we all have this story. We have our own story. And telling that story to people, whether you think it's important or not, um, it will be important to that person. It could be, I mean, you could tell your story a million times and it reach one person. But the thing that matters at the end of the day is the fact that you reached one person that may have not ever heard a story like that, and may have thought that they were alone. Because I know that's one thing in this world, is we all think, we spend so much time thinking that we're alone, where in reality, like, there's so many people that have struggled in the same ways we have, and all they need is somebody to be able to relate to them, and be understanding, and not judge them, and not think they're weird because of what they've been through. And that's my thing, is there's no judgment on this channel. There will never be judgment on this channel. We are 100% like bringing people in, trying to build a community of people that just need, like I said, people who can relate to them. And that's what this channel is about, is building each other up, uh, finding people that are like us and can relate to our stories. Because there's a lot of people out here that, they go through these struggles and thinking that they're the only person in the world that is struggling like that, or they don't believe that people can relate to their story, or they believe that their story isn't important. Um, and I've known of a lot of people that didn't believe their story was important, And that's what ended their life, is the fact that they felt they were alone. And so when you sit around and you think that you're alone all the time, and you think that nobody can relate to you, you dig yourself in this pit of despair and anguish of believing you're alone. And so this channel is a lot about trying to get people to understand that you're not alone through your struggles. Just because you struggle through something does not mean you're alone. It doesn't mean that people can't relate to you. It doesn't mean that people don't understand what you're going through. It's about reaching out and telling your story so that, not only are you getting the help by telling your story, you're helping others by telling your story. And that's why I've started to do these things. And I come out here and I tell my story and I talk about losing a leg. And that's what this is about, man. The fact that I was able to touch your life and touch you in a way that you could relate to what I was saying, like that's what matters to me, is being able to help people. Um, and that's the thing, is if I didn't believe I was helping nobody, I would probably have shut this channel down. Sorry guys, give me a minute. They're running a cement machine and it's very fucking loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but give me just a little bit. Hopefully they'll stop here in just a second. But no, the whole point of this channel is to make it to where people don't feel alone and people have ways to work out of their depression, um, or their anger or their loneliness, whatever the emotion may be. Uh, that's what this channel is about, is having people be able to relate to my story and me be able to communicate with them and help them through whatever it is they're dealing with. Sorry, this fucking cement truck is really loud. But no, that's my thing, is like, if I personally can spend the time out here relating to people and be the one thing that makes a difference in people's life, that's what counts to me. If I can be a change or even a little bit of inspiration in somebody's life, that's what matters to me. I can 100% tell my story. Um, I have no problem with that. I can tell you my story right now if you want, or we could do it on a different day. It don't matter to me. Um, but I have kind of a long story because I've been through a lot. Like, I was born with a disability called spina bifida. Um, had to go through extensive surgeries, three or four extensive surgeries to correct the way I walked. I still walk really not good. It's not great. I don't have good balance or anything. Um, but so I was born with a disability called spina bifida, and I was raised by my dad, my mom, and my grandma. Um, for the most, so I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied and bullied and bullied, and I would come home and I would talk to my grandma, and my grandma would let me basically explain to me that there's nothing I couldn't do. Um, and she instilled that in me most of my life, and she instilled it up until I was 13 years old. When I turned 13, my grandma died, That's what this tattoo on my face is. It's my grandma's name. My grandma died when I was 13, and that's kind of when my story took a took a bad turn. Um, I became a pill addict at the age of 13. I was a pill addict and a marijuana addict and a drinker at the age of 13. I did pills all the way up until I was 21 years old. And when I turned 21, I found my brother doing methamphetamines in the house that we both lived in. Uh, and so I basically asked him to allow me to try it. I became addicted to it really fast. I smoked meth up until I was 25 years old. So from 21 to 25. And then I lost my leg. Um, and then I was sober for about 5 years. Was with this, I had this job that I loved, working in a restaurant. Um, my boss hired a meth addict. He didn't know he was a meth addict at the time, but he hired a meth addict. Oh wait, whoa. Let's go back. Hold on, before I go there. When I was 25, I got a hole in my foot and got to the point where it turned into an infection in my foot. Well, I didn't want to go to jail because I was running from the cops. I had a felony warrant, so I was running from the cops. I refused to go to the hospital because where I'm from, the hospital they report you to the police if you have a warrant. So the hole in my foot continued. I wore leg braces my whole life, so my legs sweat a lot. So all the sweat was building up in the hole in my foot, and it turned into a septic infection. They tried to use antibiotics for about 6 months. Nothing. It didn't work. All the antibiotics built up in my leg. So I got to a point where they told me either I was going to lose my leg or I was going to lose my life. Those were the choices they gave me. So I chose to lose my leg. I stayed sober for about 5 years. It was doing great. I had a girlfriend that had a daughter, became my stepdaughter, loved them. She cheated on me while I was losing my leg in the hospital to a septic infection. I learned to walk again. Went back to work at the same restaurant I was working at uh, after losing the leg. Then I went to live in the motel that was combined. So where I worked was a restaurant and a motel. My boss moved me in there. I was sober, still sober after that. Um, and then my boss hired a meth addict. This meth addict one day was out back smoking dope or doing something. He was acting really weird. Regardless, I asked him what the fuck was going on, and he was telling me he did dope and asked me if I wanted a line. I decided to take a line from him, and then 4 months later, everything I had worked for was gone. Had to give away my dog, had to give away everything. My boss got to a point where he fired me because he didn't want to keep giving me drugs. I mean, he didn't want to keep giving me money to buy drugs, so he fired me. I ended up living in the park because I had nowhere else to go. I was still on meth. I ended up living in the park in a tent. Did that for about a month or two, and then I was laying in the park one day, and they turned on the sprinkler systems. Uh, Basically, what had happened right then was I had hit a breaking point because the water hit me. It woke me up. I was soaked in water. Went over to sit at this gazebo. Um, my dad's boss came up and talked to me and asked me how he could help. Well, I was in tears crying because I was tired. I was tired of being a drug addict. I was tired of being miserable. Um, so the thing when he asked me if there was anything he could help me with, all I said was all I want to do is talk to my dad. So we went and got my dad. My dad came over, talked to me. I told my dad. Me and my dad had the most meaningful conversation that at that moment. I told my dad that I didn't want to be a drug addict anymore. I didn't want to die as a drug addict. I didn't want to fucking live that way anymore. So, um, I told him I was going to go to rehab. Well, my mom worked at the rehab in my hometown, so they denied me. They said I couldn't come to rehab there. So I had given up, and they wouldn't even let me do detox there. So I give up. I gave up, and I went to go to my buddy's house, and I went and bought an 8 ball of dope. And as I was leaving my buddy's house and I was walking down this pathway, all of a sudden I got a weird call. And it was ironic because I was just about to do all these drugs, and I got this call on my phone, and they call, and it's a rehab in this place called Ontario, Oregon. And they tell me that they have a place open for me. So I went to rehab, um, did everything I was supposed to do, and then after leaving rehab, I went to a sober home, and then some weird shit happened because I wasn't able to make it to my classes. I got kicked out of the house, and then I got switched over. I got moved over here where I'm at now to a homeless shelter in Boise, Idaho, which is where I currently live now. He fired me because he didn't want me to have drugs anymore, which I understood. But so when I've been out here still. Yeah, and that's the thing is I have been through a lot. I've been through a war my whole life. Um, but I don't want pity out of people, and I don't want people to feel bad for me or anything like that, because that's not what I'm about. I'm not about people feeling bad for me or anything like that. I don't like that kind of thing. Um, it's about people taking something out of my story, and hopefully it could help them. Hopefully they can get people can get something out of my story, and it helps them thrive, or it at least makes a difference in their life and makes them feel better, um, and makes them see that even through everything that I've been through, if I can keep doing it, so can they. Um, and it's about showing people no matter what struggle you've been through throughout your life, it can change. You can change it. You can make it a better thing. You can make life a beautiful thing. You can make it to where you have a shitty life, or you can have the most amazing life in the world. It's up to you. It's about what you choose, because you choose not to be happy. Um, and I don't mean that in a negative way. What I'm saying is you can make the choice to change your life to be a happier person. And that's the point. It's about looking at all the negative things I've come from, and finding something positive out of it. Um, and because I don't regret anything that I've been through. There's nothing that I've been through that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I regret some of the things I've done, but I do not regret the pain that I've been through. Um, every every shitty thing that I've been through, it's made me who I am, and it's made me, yes, 100%. Every bad thing that I've been through has made me into a fucking warrior. It's turned. Hey, you actually, that's weird. You said I didn't even see that last part. You said warrior, and I didn't even see that. But it's turned me into a warrior and turned me into somebody that, because of everything I've been through, there's nothing that could stop me. And I believe everybody should believe that their struggle is not just a struggle, it's something that they can grow from, that they can find some kind of solace in knowing that somebody's been through something that they've, or something similar, if not the same thing, something similar to them, and they can find something positive out of it. Um, or they watch my channel and they see every struggle that I've been through and realize they don't want to go through all that shit, so they change their life out of it. Or an addict, whether it's a drug addict or whatever, an addict comes on here and tells, here's my story, and they get something out of it that changes the way they think throughout their day. If I can help an addict, or I can help somebody through depression, or I can help through somebody through suicidal thoughts, or somebody can gain something out of my channel, that's what matters to me. For if nothing else, just knowing somebody has gotten something out of my channel that made a difference in their life, that's all that matters to me. Um, a lot of YouTubers, they do this because they want to get famous, they want to get money or whatever. I'm not doing any of this for money. If we're being 100% honest right now, I do not make anything off of YouTube. There is no money coming out of YouTube for me. Um, I'm not big enough to where I make money. And I don't care if I ever do make money. That's not what this is about. This is about helping people in need. Um, Everybody, please like and subscribe. Like the live right here, please, and then subscribe to my channel. Uh, but that's one thing I want everybody to understand about this channel is I'm never going to lie to you guys. I'm an 100% be authentic 100% of the time. Anything that I've been through, I'm not going to hide from you guys. I will 100% tell you about it. Um, there's never going to be a time that I hide anything from my subscribers, because that's not what this is about. This is about finding people that have similar issues or whatever, similar depression, similar angers, similar drug addiction, similar, struggles throughout your life. Or if it's completely different struggles from what I know, this is a place where you can come and talk about it. Or you can go to my Discord, which is in the bio in my YouTube, and you can talk there too. Right? See, and that's the thing is, like, if you go throughout your life um, being the kind of person that helps people instead of being like the person that takes from people, you're going to be way happier in your life. People who are just takers and just take things, they're never truly happy in their life because they don't understand what it's like to help people. People like us that know what it feels like to help people, like, we find happiness in life because we are willing to put our own shit aside to help people. Exactly. And that's the thing is, if you can be happy with the small things in life, you're going to be able to find happiness in big ways too. If you're finding um if you can find the small things and not be a greedy, selfish person, or a fucking person that goes out of the way to just mooch off of people, all those people, they never get anywhere in life because they spend their whole life mooching off other people or bringing other people down. That's why they're so miserable. And you got like even when somebody says something shitty throughout your day, right? And don't get me wrong, it's gonna make you feel some type of way or whatever. But the fact that you can turn it around and make a better day, you're gonna be way happier than that person that said something negative to you. Your own happiness is the only thing that should matter to you, and making a difference in other people's lives. Because if you look at it like this, if every person in the world was like us, people who wanted to help people and make a difference, this world would be a whole different thing. This world would be full of happy, real people. But people spend so much time hiding behind a mask that they're not happy. They pretend to be happy, but they're not truly happy. And you're never going to be truly happy unless you find something good in life. If you're always being a negative Nancy, we'll just say that, then you're never going to be happy. And that's the thing is like, so like, you got to look at it as like this is like, so there's millions of people out there right now that don't have half of what we have. And it's hard to have friends when you don't trust people. It's hard to have friends when you feel like they're all going to do something dirty to you, um, or they're just negative people in your life. That's the thing is like, it's hard to trust people because people have done such damage in our lives that we don't trust people because all we think is somebody else is going to do some more damage in our life. We automatically think, oh, that dude's gonna take advantage of me, or that person's gonna fucking do me dirty, or that person's not gonna be as good to me as I am to them. And that's like, it's like people who constantly criticize you. If you have people in your life who constantly criticize you, those are the kind of people that you need to move out of your life. If you find good people in your life that don't want anything from you other than to just be in your life, those are the kind of people you need to find. Yes, that feeling of feeling you can never trust anybody because you're constantly thinking, "Oh, this motherfucker's gonna do some bad shit to me." You know, you constantly think somebody's gonna do some bad shit to you, and when so you spend your whole life alone, thinking that you have to be alone, and that's the only way you're gonna be safe. But that's why like I said, that's a lot of why I'm building this channel, is so that people have a safe place where they can come and talk and know that no matter what they say, they're not going to be judged. Because on this channel, you can ask any of my subscribers, you are not going to catch any judgment on here unless you are saying disrespectful and judgmental things. Then people are probably going to attack you. But if you're on here and you're just another person that wants to have a safe place, this is it for you. Like this channel can be 100% a safe place to you. And I go live every day. Um, I do short videos every day. I have a lot of videos that have quotes in them, like my short videos. It'll have a positive quote or an uplifting quote or just different quotes throughout for you to look at. Um, so if you're struggling through something, that this channel is 100% a safe place for you. Sorry. Or my Discord. My Discord is another place that is 100%. It's a safe place. Um, you're never going to catch any judgment in there. Nah, you're not a douche. People may have made you feel that way, but you're not. You don't deserve anybody's mistreatment. Well, this is what I look like. So you may have seen me um, around. I do live in Boise, Idaho. I don't know if you're anywhere near here. Um, my short videos, it's a good chance that that might be where you've seen me, is my short videos, because my short videos usually get up to 1,000 views. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But I usually, so I have over 500 videos. Um, I've only been doing this YouTube thing for about 3 months now, and I have over 500 videos that you can watch. Um, I have, because we also do kind of different stuff on this channel for people. Like I do haunted videos or like cemetery videos, just for entertainment purposes, pretty much. But the main goal of this channel will always be to bring people positivity. Hold on, guys. This shit's moving pretty quick. Yeah, I do have some. I have 2 paranormal videos. Or wait, no. I have more than 2 actually. I have about 4 of them paranormal videos so far. We just did 2 of them on Sunday, so there's 2 paranormal videos that we did on Sunday, last Sunday. Um, and that's we're trying to get that to grow too, the paranormal videos and stuff, because I'd like to go to like travel around, do paranormal videos. Um, there's also, if you are interested, me and my friend Skip have both told our stories on here. If you go back, there's one that's literally called Skip telling his story, and there's the story of my life. That's what it's called. Does it feel scary? Yes. Um, the cemetery we went out to on Sunday was actually, not only was I kind of scared to go up there in the first place, because last time we were out there I heard a little girl's voice that wasn't there. Um, but this last one, the fuck is that sound? Sorry. The last one, we got a lot of activity on the Ouija board. If we can get that video, if you guys can get that video to 100 views, I will go back up to that cemetery and do an overnight challenge by myself up at the cemetery. Um, I will be getting new cameras soon. A new camera. It's a 5K camera with night vision and other things. So I will be having a new camera pretty soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna, if people can get that up to up to even 100, just 100 views. It's already at 69 views right now. If people can get it up to 500 views next Saturday, I will go out by myself to the cemetery and I will do an overnight challenge. So literally from, I'll go out there at 7 o'clock or 8, we'll say 8 o'clock at night, and then I will not leave up there until the sun comes up. So I will stay there through the witching hour. I will stay there through all of it. All you guys got to do is get that one video up to 100. Yes, we do paranormal in videos, and they get pretty scary. We went to one cemetery that I didn't really feel much there. I mean, we got some activity there, but it was not nearly as scary. Um, the one we went to on Sunday, it's the Veterans Cemetery. Um, get off me, bitch! Sorry, I had to be right in my fucking face, like right next to my eyeball. That's the one thing is that is kind of sucks about the paranormal thing is it's not getting as many views as I would have liked it to. It's only at 69 views right now. Um, but I would like to. I mean, I think eventually I will probably go up and do a video by myself, anyways. But I would prefer that if people support it, get the fuck out of here, you stupid bee. People, get out of here. Anyways, sorry. I actually do enjoy the paranormal videos just because it's being it's the unknown that intrigues me. And paranormal stuff is one of those it's that kind of thing that um having paranormal experiences is a trip. It is one of those things that makes you question everything. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to do paranormal investigation. It really is. Um, Even though it's scary, it's one of those things that originally that's what this channel was going to be about. That's what this channel was going to be about is paranormal activity stuff. Um, that's why I'm still throwing in paranormal stuff. Exactly. The thrill is what makes it fun. Anybody coming in, please like the live for me. I'm trying to get this up. We're trying to get this up so more people will come in, or will come in. Yeah, see, that's my thing. Is I've always believed that paranormal activity is 100% a real thing. Uh, and that's the part that gets scary. So when you're playing with like the Ouija board and you're allowing this Ouija board to spell things out to you, like you don't know what it's gonna say until it starts to do it. That part right there is scary as hell. Um, like if in that video we talked to my buddy Skip's mother, and that was kind of scary in and of itself, just because of the reality of having somebody's family member talk to us is a scary thing. Um, and that's the thing is when we use the Ouija board, we close it. There's been times when we forgot, but so I have multiple Ouija boards. And that's my thing is you never know what the spirit that you're talking to is gonna say. I mean, we've had the Ouija board cuss at us a few times. The cemetery we were at on Sunday, sorry, Saturday. The video is up on Saturday or Sunday, but that cemetery we've been to is we've had more activity in that cemetery than any other cemetery, and the Ouija board is a scary thing because you're allowing spirits, whether they are evil or whether they're not evil, you're allowing them to control what the board says, and trusting that you're not talking to a demon or something evil, whether you want to call it a demon or an evil spirit or whatever. Um, you do run the risk of playing with the Ouija board and opening a portal and running into a demon, which we have had bad experiences with negative spirits, but so far nothing bad has happened. Um, other than hearing the little girl's voice, that was a little scary, but it was what it was. No, and you literally have to. I've studied a lot about paranormal stuff and how to use a Ouija board properly, um, and how to speak to spirits properly, because there is a right and wrong way to go about it. That guy's wearing gloves on his, like, plastic gloves or rubber gloves. I mean. But no, when you're messing with spirits, you always run the risk of something very bad happening. Um, my buddy Skip was actually had an attachment. His name was Logan, and after Logan appeared, Skip was getting sick a lot. Like, he was passing out constantly. He was having heart problems. He was having blood pressure problems that just would happen out of nowhere. And it all started after he had that Logan attachment to him, and we had to do a smudging in order to remove that spirit from him. And yes, it is now. He has not had any problems since we got rid of Logan. His health has been way better. Hasn't had any heart problems. Hasn't had any blood pressure problems. Um, everything's been fine. Unfortunately, yes, it does get scary. I kept seeing weird things. Not only that, so when you're out doing paranormal things, the scary part is you run the risk of running into people, which is more scary to me than the spirits. The human aspect of things is way scarier than spirits, because spirits, they can harm you, yes, like 100%, but for the most part, they're not going to try to kill you. Um, when it comes to the human aspect of things, and you're up somewhere like that, and you don't have weapons, you never know what's going to happen. So you have to get what's called a sick call set. If you do get possessed, somebody has to use this thing called the sick call set on you. Um, or you could call, some people call it an exorcism kit, whatever you want to call it. You can use that to get out of it. The scariest thing I've ever had happen to me actually was, I went up in my hometown. This is actually the one that freaked me out the most. Is I was up there late at night where I wasn't supposed to be up there anyways, but I seen this, what looked like a cowboy, like guy dressed in cowboy boots, cowboy hat, um, dressed up like a cowboy. Uh, off in the distance, well, this person, we'll call it a person, was staring at me from the distance. Was just staring right at me. So it freaked me out, and so I went walking towards whoever it was to go see what the problem was. Me and a buddy of mine. Well, me and my buddy, we got up like probably like a good 20 feet away from this thing. and I look over to him at him to say something, and then as I look back, the apparition was gone. So whatever was standing there was not there anymore, and it scared the fuck out of me because I didn't know what to do at that aspect. In that aspect, because I at that age I was 15, I think, when that happened. And then the second scariest thing that I've ever had happen to me. This one actually, I should probably move this one to my first scariest one. But so I this happened when I was in the drug world. A buddy of mine he took a picture in the mirror, and this black figure, like an all black figure, was standing in the background, and it looked like what how you see what the Grim Reaper looks like. Well, in the picture, it looked like somebody just put a fucking fake apparition in it to make it look real. Well, I didn't believe him or whatever, and we go into the bathroom, and I'm standing with him, and in the back of where he's standing, it literally looks like something black standing behind us in the mirror. And he takes a picture of it again with me in the picture, and it scared the fuck out of me because it was at that moment I had to tell him basically, you need to stop doing drugs because you're gonna die. Like if that's this whole thing, this whatever you want to call it, apparition or whatever it was, did not like it was attached to him, and I thought he was gonna die from it. He ended up going to rehab, which I mean, I think he's still sober to this day, but which I mean, I would be too. I wouldn't. If something like that happened to me, I would have stopped drugs a long time ago. But I never had no scary shit like that happen to me until that day. But it was one of those things that the only thing I could explain it as is it looked like the Grim Reaper standing behind my buddy. And it was one of those things that if I felt like if he didn't go and get help, he was gonna die. So it was a trip, and that's what I've always been since then. I've always been intrigued in the paranormal, and not necessarily being disrespectful to the paranormal or whatever, but being able to communicate with them, have a conversation with them, whether it's through the Ouija board or I use what's called a spirit talker. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a spirit talker, but a spirit talker is an app you can get on your phone that basically you can talk to spirits through. It's or you can get one called Necrophonic. Necrophonic, I don't really like Necrophonic because Necrophonic, it's kind of like I feel like you're reaching more with Necrophonic because Necrophonic, what it does is it cycles through uh, stations and static. It brings up like things you hear through like a radio stations and whatever. It cycles through these stations of supposedly you hear things from it. So I don't really like Necrophonic. Necrophonic is not that cool to me. Um, I'm sure if you have sound banks, yeah, it's one of those things that I don't believe it's Necrophonic seems more far fetched to me than Spirit Talker. So the thing is, if you are using like a Ouija board, you have way more of a chance of having something bad happen to you. Um, if you're out messing with spirits with a Ouija board, You know, there's a chance that something bad is going to happen to you. But if you are using like a spirit talker, there's a lot less chance of something happening to you, because when you use a Ouija board, essentially you're opening a portal for good and evil to come through, and you are basically counting on the fact that you don't reach out to evil spirits. Um, when it comes to necrophonic or spirit talker, you know, it's a lot more safe. I'm not going to say it is safe. I can't say that it's safe, but I can say that it is safer. Um, so I would, before you touch a Ouija board, I would recommend trying the Spirit Talker app or Necrophonic if you want to try to use Necrophonic. Yeah, here it's actually pretty. It's a beautiful place. This is a beautiful city. Um, as much as don't like being in the city, because I'm a city boy. I mean, I'm a country boy. I'm not a city boy. So, let me put it this way: a Ouija board is going to give you. How the fuck do I want to word this? A Ouija board is a lot more scary. When you use a spirit talker, you could still communicate to your grandpa or grandma. Sorry, I thought that said grandpa for some reason. Um, but if you use the spirit talker app, you can get definitive answers from it a lot of times. I mean, sometimes you get answers that do not correlate to what you want. Um, but if you want like a real scary, like if you want to get a real answer from a spirit, use a Ouija board. But if you want to be the safe way, use the Spirit Talker app because it's a lot more safe, and you don't have to open a portal in order to use it. Um, where with the Ouija board, you have to open a portal in order to do it. And there's just, if you don't do it right, or say you're working with somebody that takes their fingers off of the Ouija board. If somebody removes their fingers from the Ouija board before you shut the portal, that can lead to very bad things. When it comes to Spirit Talker, though, you don't have to open in a portal. You don't have to do none of those things. You just talk, and it relays messages to you. Um, so I would run that route before you do anything. Um, and if you're not satisfied with that, the way that works, if you're not satisfied with the Spirit Talker app, get somebody that is going to sit with you and do the Ouija board with you. Never use a Ouija board alone. Ever. Do not ever use a Ouija board by yourself. It is not good. It is a very bad idea. Um, and it's going to be a lot harder to not deal with possessions or those things. Because if you use a Ouija board by yourself, there is a way better chance of you being possessed or gaining an attachment. What's up, Dad? Yeah. So that's the thing is, if you use the Spirit Talker app that I use, you're not having to open a portal where, like I said, through the Ouija board, you have to open a portal, and you're allowing not only good things, but you're allowing evil through. Unless you specify specifically that I do not want to speak to any demons, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to work. Um, because one thing that people don't realize, Russell is my dad, just so everybody knows. Um, so one thing people don't realize when playing with a Ouija board, there's a high chance that you're gonna get some evil shit happening, or you're gonna get some evil people talking to you, because when you use a Ouija board, so spirits can sound nice, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are. Spirits could be playing a trick on you to get you to trust them, and then they take over your shit, and then they possess you. Um, but when you're using the spirit talker, you don't ever have to worry about that, because you're not gonna get because you don't have to open that portal. You don't have to fuck with the portal thing. Um, you just turn the app on and go. As I said, if you're gonna use an app to speak to spirits, I would use Spirit Talker. There's one called Necrophonic, but I just don't like it because it runs through radio frequencies. It just cycles through frequencies, and you take whatever you want from it. Yeah, never use a Ouija board alone, though. That is not, I would never do that myself. Yeah, that's what I believe, bro. It's Necrophonic is crap. It's fucking, people believe it, but it's stupid. So, one thing I will, yeah, because you're gonna have bad things happen, especially if you use the Ouija board alone. The benefit of having somebody with you when you use the Ouija board is, if something happens, they can get you help. To where if something happens and you're out there by yourself and you get possessed by yourself, nobody knows, and whatever that possession is isn't gonna tell anybody. I do have an EMF reader. I do not have an EVP reader yet. I am gonna buy an EVP reader. Um, I just bought new a brand new camera, so I got a new camera, a 5K camera. Um, I'm still we're gonna what we're gonna start doing is, so when me and Skip go to the cemeteries or whatever, what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start splitting up, because he has the Spirit Talker on his phone too. I have Spirit Talker on my phone, so is he. Um, so we'll both take a camera, and then we'll go our separate ways, and we'll use the Spirit Talker by ourselves. We'll only use the Ouija board when it's both of us together. So, just in case if anybody thought we were going to do something stupid and use Ouija boards while we're alone, that's not going to happen. I will not use a Ouija board on my own. I'm not ever going to do that. Of course, 100%. Thank you for telling me to stay safe. I appreciate that. Um, and that's one thing that, when me and Skip go out and we do the things that we do, we might laugh and joke around and banter back and forth, But when it comes to the actual spirits, we are not. We never mean any disrespect. We don't ever mean anything. Most of the time, even when we're up there messing around and we're talking shit and doing what we're doing, it's because we're trying to get a reaction for the cameras. We're trying to get it to where you guys can see things happen. But what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna have a skip cam and then we're gonna have a Scotty cam. So it'll be a side by side thing where you can see what happened through Skip's point of view, and then you can see what happened through my point of view. Um, the thing is, if you guys can get that haunted video up to 1,000 views, then me and Skip are gonna go to separate cemeteries and we're gonna film alone. So it'll be me in one cemetery, and then you'll see Skip in another cemetery, and we'll put the videos together, and it'll say Scott Cam and Skip Cam. That's what I think. That's what we're gonna do once I get my license. I think the first place we're gonna travel to is back to Oregon. Um, that way we can, because I've wanted to do a video out in that cemetery anyways. I've wanted to do it for a long time, but people are scared of that cemetery. I'm not afraid of it, but we've both seen me and you have both seen things in that cemetery that I know I've seen. Um, the only this that my dad's cemetery, the cemetery where my dad works. I want better life. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna promote the video just so people will know. The only one I've seen out there was that cowboy. Yeah, I am. I think I'm gonna go back in today and I'm gonna promote those videos. That way, I can get those videos up to 1,000 likes or views. Because I want it to be like daytime content, working on the positive shit and all that. But the nighttime videos, I want them to be scary videos and videos that are paranormal. One of the places we want to go is to Nevada, to a place called the Clown Motel. It's supposed to be the most one of the most haunted motels in the world. I'd like to come and do one at the Geyser Grand Hotel too, out there in Baker, because everybody says that's so haunted or blah blah blah. But I worked out there and I never seen shit. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Oh, my back. Oh. Nope. I'm gonna sit back down because my back hurts. They won't allow people to do paranormal investigations in the Geyser Grand anymore. Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate you for coming in and watching the live and everything. I appreciate you. That's the thing is I feel like um I need to do a whole overnight challenge up there, because if I do an overnight challenge up at that cemetery by myself, I feel like I might get even more reaction out of it than I did before. Good, thank you. I'm glad to have you as a subscriber, and I appreciate that you came on here. I love all of my subscribers. You guys are the ones that make all this possible. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Like even the haunted videos and all that, none of it would happen if it wasn't for people watching the videos. If I wouldn't have gotten the support that I did, like I have, this probably wouldn't be a thing. I probably wouldn't have continued doing this. But I've gotten so much support throughout this journey that now I just have to continue doing it. I just have to keep going. But we've been on here for just about in a minute. It'll be 2 hours, so I am going to go start shooting some short videos so I can get the short videos out. That way we get a bunch of new subscribers and new watchers and followers. But I got to go out and shoot the rest of my videos. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Dad, I love you and miss you. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Um, I will be back live tomorrow about the same time. So anybody who wants to watch, I will be live again tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go get some videos out and get things done. So I love you guys and thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and keep your heads up. If you ever need anything, you can go to my Discord in the bio, and follow my Discord. I talk on there pretty much every day. So love you guys. Peace out.